This video will introduce the Pipe Manager utility available in vDesign and Revit. It is available on the ribbon via this Pipe Manager button. This is a new utility that replaces the legacy pipe and fittings option for generating pipe types with routing preferences all set up for you. This new utility has a bit more flexibility and control over what type of pipe to draw in each different situation, and it allows for a lot of user customization as well, which can be pretty handy. So first thing we'll do is open up the Pipe Manager, and when we do so, we'll see on the left-hand side there is a User Pipe Types section and a Viking Pipe Types. So Viking distributes a set of kind of pre-built pipe types, and these could change over time, but you as the user have the ability of adding your own pipe types to reuse between different projects. If I click into one, we can see that the definition is over here on the right-hand side, and for all of the Viking pipe types, you cannot click in and edit anything. You can, however, duplicate them, which I'll show shortly if you want to make some adjustments. So each segment has a pipe schedule, a fitting class, a size segment to use it in, and then a outlet type and a cross outlet type, which we'll cover shortly. The simplest way to utilize this is to just load the pre-built Viking types into Revit. So we can do that via this load into Revit button, and that will load the selected one in. And if I click that, it will say, hey, Schedule 10 main, Schedule 10 branch has been created. And if you can see in the background here, there is now a new pipe type available in Revit. The other option is to click on that item, right-click it, and insert it into Revit, and it will similarly create that item. The first time you run that, it may take a couple seconds as it's going to go out and load all the required families in, so it's using our family library for all the different pipe fittings that are available. Now that those are in the model, we can go draw with them, but I'll show you how to create some custom pipe types here. So if you want to create your own from scratch, you can just click the Create a New Pipe Type button. We can go give it a name, so this could be my custom pipe type. And then we have options for each size segmentation, so we can choose the pipe schedule, so 7, 10, 40, and 80, and this will actually set up that segment within Revit, and this will transition well to something like a vCalc or vList, where they can be called out even though it's all the same pipe type. We do see that as a different segment type. In addition to that, you can choose your fitting types, so we have threaded fittings, grooved fittings, SR is short radius grooved fittings, and then class 300 threaded. Next, you're choosing which size segment this rule should apply for, what type of outlet you would like to use. So a T, so this would be your typical threaded T or grooved T, or we have a grooved outlet, a threaded outlet or a POL. We have the InstaSeal outlets, mechanical Ts, or a grooved MPT branch. And then finally, you choose what you want to use for crosses. So this could be an actual cross, or it could be back-to-back welded outlets. If you want to start and make some modifications based off an existing pipe type, you could just select the one you want to use and duplicate it, and you can duplicate your own pipe types as well. For this one, we'll just call this short radius, or add that to the end there, and that way we'll know that this is going to use the short radius groove fittings. So we just come in to where it says fitting class grooved, change it to SR grooved, and we'll change this one down here as well. Some of the size segmentations might seem a little odd at first, but as you play with it, you'll get a better understanding of why these exist and maybe what works best for you. This is related to how Revit chooses the fitting to draw. Typically, it's based on the size of the pipe you're drawing out of. So if you were to set different sizes here, you might not get a threaded outlet where you expect to get it. Now that we've customized our own pipe type, we can just also insert this one into Revit. You can see it's been created, and then now we can go and draw with it. So go to the System tab, Pipe. We'll just set our pipe at 4 feet, make it 4 inches in diameter, and then we'll choose our Schedule 10 branch pipe, and just draw that in right here real quick. And then we'll draw a similar one with the short radius version. Now obviously you can come and set the system type to be the correct one. So if you wanted this to be fire protection wet, you can do that as well. But for demonstration purposes, it doesn't have a big impact here. Now that we've done that, we can see that we have our fittings here. So the non-short radius version was drawn up at the top, and then the short radius version gets drawn in our short radius pipe type. Something else that's introduced with these pipe types are our outlets. So if I were to draw just a 3-inch pipe out of this right here, we can see our grooved outlet family come in. So if I click on that, we can see it's the VPF-GOL, and it's pretty easy to swap between different types. So if I wanted this to be a T, I can just click on the type, change it over. So this allows for a lot of customization within the drawing, which we lacked within the tap type pipe types, which was in our legacy pipe types. These families do have some smarts to them. So for instance, since they are T's, they do break the pipe. So you could have different size pipes leading into our outlet here. And if you had a situation like that, you'll see a big red box pop up telling you, hey, there's some type of problem here. This isn't a realistic situation to have a 3-inch pipe go into a 4-inch pipe and then have an outlet coming out of it. In addition to the typical outlet itself, there is a cross or back-to-back version. So if I add a side there, you can see we have a back-to-back outlet situation. As we change the size of that pipe coming out of it, we may see it change size to a POL. So there are some default size segmentations built in here, but you do have some customization options. So if I click on that outlet or the back-to-back outlet, up at the top, under constraints, I can control things like if the coupling's visible, and then what type of outlet it should be. So for instance, if I wanted to override this coupling down here, or this outlet down here, I can use the outlet BU's override, set it to a POL, click apply. It's not going to like the size that's going out of there because it's a 3-inch or something, so I could go set that to a different size, and then now I have a back-to-back threaded outlet situation. So all these different outlet families, they do have a lot of customization built into the properties, so you can turn couplings on and off. There is some error text in there if it's an invalid size combination and so forth. So we try to alert you early if there's an unrealistic situation through those error boxes as well. Everything that you created is going to still be available in the pipe manager between projects, and it's actually possible to provide those to other users. So in your C, program data, Viking, config, pipes folder, you'll see a Viking folder with all the stock Viking pipe types, and then you'll have one with your username, so different users on the same computer could have their own pipe types. And if you go into your folder, you can see these .vpipe files. So these contain the definitions of those different pipe types, and you could actually hand these out to other users. So if you wanted to set them up and distribute them to other people, you can do that, and it's pretty straightforward. So that concludes the introduction to the new Pipe Manager utility and explains a little bit about how to go about using it and what some of the different segmentations and options are.